When it comes to the binomial questions that you'll see on the test, it might be that you need to just identify whether or not something is binomial, or the question will assume that you know that it is, and you might still need to check it just in case. But typically, if you have a table, then you can treat it as if it is just a discrete random variable like we worked with in section 4.1. If you're given a percentage along with this set number of trials, and you can definitely see how it's either it is what they're saying this percentage is or it's not, then you're going to be dealing with something binomial. And then if you are told it's normally distributed or approximately normal, either one of those, then you'll be using the normal calculator. So that's one key that you can use to identify which calculator to use. If you have a table, you need to put that table in StatCrunch and then use the custom calculator. If you're given a percentage and a number of people or number of whatever it might be, you're going to use this binomial. And then if you're given a mean and a standard deviation and told that it's approximately normal, then you'll use the normal calculator. All right, so in this question, we're told that 26% of U.S. adults say that they are more likely to make purchases during a sales tax holiday. We're going to randomly select 10 adults. Find the probability that exactly 2 say they are more likely to make purchases during a sales tax holiday. So the first thing, there are some questions. There's 4 or 6 questions on the paper portion where you'll have something like, exactly 2, less than 3, at least 4, between these two numbers, at most some value. So you need to make sure that you can write those. So in this case, exactly 2 would be the probability that x equals 2. Find the probability that less than 3 say that they are more likely to make purchases. So that would be the probability that x is less than 3. And then for this last one, find the probability that at least 4 say that they are more likely to make purchases. So remember, at least, that means that's the smallest number we can have. You have to be at least 21 to purchase alcohol. You have to be at least 18 to vote. So that's going to actually mean greater than or equal to 4. And the way that we can use our binomial calculator, we actually already have our N, our set number of trials, is 10, which is kind of the default in StatCrunch. But we need to change our probability of success to 0.26. Then I've got all of these different options. And, you might need to use any of these. Or multiple of these, depending on the questions that you have. But I want to know exactly 2. So I'm going to change my sign to equal, my number to 2, and then click compute. And that's going to get me a 0.274. And notice that my graph here, this is what my discrete random variable graph should look like on the paper. It should be these vertical lines, just like this is. If I want to find the probability for B, find the probability that less than 3 say that, then I need to change my symbol to less than. And my number to 3. And almost half. So that's going to be 0.496. Again, just round it to 3 decimal places. Of course, round to whatever Pearson tells you to round to when you're putting these answers in the test. And then find the probability that at least 4, so that they are more likely to make purchases during a sales tax holiday. So at least is going to be greater than or equal to. I need to change my sign here, or sorry, my number to 4. And that's going to get me 0.248 when around.